Article after article has come out saying that Lafayette is one of the fastest growing cities in all of Louisiana. So why is this city blown up so much in the last year? And what does this mean for you if you are a current Lafayette resident or if you're planning to move here? Well, hey y'all, I am Drake Abshire. I'm a local realtor here in Lafayette, Louisiana, and I create videos about what it's like to live here in Lafayette. So if you're moving or if you have any questions, just make sure you reach out to me. I'm so happy to help you. Me and my team will connect with you. So you may be wondering, where is Lafayette actually located? Well, lots of people are just discovering Lafayette because it's really had such explosive growth over the past few years. Really, when you're looking at the boot is what I like to say, Louisiana, right? We're down all the way at the bottom. It's one of the biggest cities closest to the coast, and it's at kind of the dead center of Louisiana. But what's great is it's pretty central from all the other major cities. So Baton Rouge is about an hour and 20 minutes. If you hit some traffic, maybe an hour 30 or so. You're lucky if you don't get on the Basin Bridge and there's a wreck or something of that nature, because that could definitely slow you down. But what I really love is that it really doesn't take that long to get to a bigger city like Baton Rouge, and then New Orleans is only about 2.5 hours. And there's all these different festivals and different things that are happening in those cities. So there's the benefit of you only enjoy those things when you're there, and then you're able to leave it there and come back home to Lafayette and not have to deal with all of the things that come with those festivities. For instance, Mardi Gras is so big in New Orleans. They also have a lot of big festivals. The Essence Festival is one that many people love to travel there for. There's lots of concerts and different events. So of course, that's some of the things that you can look for when you want to go to those types of cities. LSU games are so fun to tailgate and go and hang out in Baton Rouge. But again, it's nice that you can really leave those things there. You don't have to deal with it on a regular basis for not living within the city. A next point that I think is really important and noteworthy of why we're growing, I think, is the safety. If you're comparing a city like Baton Rouge, I would say yes, it's not as known as being quite as safe as Lafayette, but I don't think they are also at the scale of New Orleans. New Orleans really does kind of take the cake for Louisiana for being scary and for having things that do feel at times that you won't feel safe. Like, it is known that you don't want to go around walking city streets at night by yourself, right? There's always that risk. And so if that's a consensus that somebody gives the city or the things that it's known for, then obviously you would want to heed the warnings about those things. Of course, all of these safety things that people are finding out about, or that they're seeing the vibe when they come to these areas, it really tends to draw lots of families with kids, people that want to raise nice family and looking for more of the community vibes than some of these other cities may offer. So of course, that always will drive growth. They'll be in neighborhoods where they can get to know more and more people and find more community. And there's lots of sportses. We have sports complexes and things that tend to really give us that community vibe, and those events that people are looking for to attend on a regular basis. So let's talk a little bit about the house price ranges that we see in Lafayette and how it compares to neighboring cities. Well, Lafayette, I would say, is not one of the cheapest cities in Louisiana. When we're looking at it on a scale, we can actually say we're pretty on par. We're just slightly below the prices of Baton Rouge or New Orleans. But at the same time, we are growing so fast, and anytime you have major growth in a city, you can always factor in the fact that it's supply and demand, that prices of home will continue to rise as people continue to move to this area, and it continues to drive our economy higher. So when we're talking about relatively speaking, yes, it is super affordable and you do get great value for your money. But again, it's who you ask, right? If you come from a small little country town where obviously prices could be lower, than when you look at Lafayette or when you look at places like Youngsville with all the new construction and all these new homes that are popping up, then yes, the prices could look a little inflated or a little bit more than you expected it to cost. Now, what are the types of homes that are available in the area? Well, we really range in pretty much everything that you're looking for. There is single family homes, of course, that's probably the most popular that you'll find out here. Apartment complexes are becoming more and more common. I've actually noticed recently that they've seen that we have a housing shortage, and so there are a lot of new apartment complexes that are popping up. They're being renovated. They're obviously trying to make up for the demand that obviously is happening with people moving to these areas. And of course, townhouses are very popular. There's quite a few of those. They can range from older to newer style homes. There's a lot of new new patio home type subdivisions that are popping up. It's like a single family home, not attached, and it has a very, very small yard. And I found that, a lot of singles or even older people that are not looking for a lot of maintenance tend to enjoy those types of properties. So obviously I think there's a little bit of something for everybody. It just depends for the vibe and what you're actually looking for. Of course, if you're thinking about moving to Lafayette or you have any questions about Lafayette, feel free to text me or you can call me on my number that's going to be shown on the screen. I would love to help you to find a home in a great neighborhood, or if Lafayette isn't for you, then I can also help you find a city that fits you better. Obviously, I know quite a bit of Louisiana and I have other agents and people within my network that would be happy to help you. So if you need a little bit of guidance, let me know. I'm more than happy to point you in the right direction. Now, Lafayette offers an incredible lifestyle for really its residents. I mean, the cultural scene that we have, the events, we have Festival International, we have Downtown Alive, which is also a concert series. So we really do love our arts. We love music. We love getting together and gathering. There's always going to be food and drinks that are flowing at any of these types of festivals. But if you're looking for a vibe and a cultural scene that's very, very strong and diverse, then Lafayette is definitely the one for you. And you can see so much more how people are starting to embrace it, and people are even traveling from other areas to be here for these types of events. Now, one thing that I do think is a claim to fame, and which is always near and dear to my heart, is the restaurants and the excellent dining that we have here, particularly in downtown. There's all these new spots that are popping up, delicious little places. We have breweries, we have fine dining restaurants, you have local markets where you can go and try different things. Just all of these things just make it so exciting, and there's a little bit of something for everybody. So I highly recommend just venturing around, trying out the different restaurants and giving it a shot. I really can say that there really aren't that many restaurants in Lafayette that I've had, that I've eaten at before and that I've hated. There's just so many diverse options, and if you go to a restaurant, you can almost guarantee that you'll find something on their menu that you'll enjoy. Now, if you're wondering about the recreational opportunities that are in the area, well, of course, we have nature trails. There's different parks such as Monkey's Park, or there's dog parks in the area that you can also see. There's also lots of family-friendly activities, like downtown has the Science Museum. A lot of people really enjoy doing that as a family. Of course, you can look for live music or entertainment. There's movie theaters. There are, of course, lots and lots of farmers markets that you can always look forward to that are happening on the weekends. So if you like goodies or you like fresh fruit, vegetables, even eggs, you can find those things at the farmers market, which is a really nice little visit. A few other noteworthy things is, of course, there's many lakes, there's rivers, there's lots of hunting. If that is your vibe or the things that you're looking for, duck hunting, deer hunting, even different types of boar. So you can find really pretty much anything that you're looking for as far as the outdoors. If you're just looking for a cruise up and down, the river is right through the city. So yes, you can get access to the water right there. But of course, there's swamps and lakes that are not far. It's a very short drive just to get to either salt water on the bay, or if you like freshwater fishing. All of those types of things can really happen very, very easily. A fun one that I always like to recommend to people, especially if you're not from the area, is a fan boat tour that you can do. Those are really, really fun, and it is an experience for the whole family. You'll get to see lots of live alligators, nutria, storks, and different birds, egrets, things of that nature. And you'll get to see some really beautiful swamp scenery. So I absolutely recommend that if you've never done it before. Now, of course, the job opportunities are another big draw to Lafayette. Let's talk about some of the diversity in these job markets. Well, the job market really is beginning to be more and more diverse. And I think people really like the idea of diversity here in the city. We want to see the economy doing well. We want to see our youth wanting to stay in the area. So I think that is one of the big draws that is really, really helping, is not only people from just smaller outside areas moving in, but of course, we're trying to keep our people here as well and not losing them all to big cities because they're looking for more opportunities. But developments in the area, I think, really have continued to contribute to the job market. There's lots of retail that is coming to the area, shopping opportunities and things of that nature. So we have new major brands that are moving into the area, and we'll be developing new shopping centers. So things such as Lululemon, J. Crew, those types of stores will be opening soon, and we're going to have even more options for shopping, which I think is really, really great. As a person who loves clothes, I would really enjoy to have more shopping options in the area. But of course, that makes job opportunities, hospitality jobs, right? There's all these guests and different people that come to the areas. There's hotels, there's all these different experiences that people go to. So of course, there's hospitality jobs that involve in there. There's different event centers. All of those types of things, I think, also are job opportunities that help to fuel the area. But overall, the economic growth and stability of the area, I think, is what really makes us look very, very positive. People look at Lafayette and they know for a fact, when they look at Louisiana as a whole, they say, well, this is the city that is the one to beat, right? It feels newer and it feels hot and it feels like it's growing really, really fast. I think as being being a person from here, we're all very, very excited for its future. Now, last but not least, we can talk about the school system in Lafayette, and we can say it really is top-notch. There are some top-rated schools, according to online websites, that really say that those do impact and they attract families. The Renaissance Academy, they are opening locations. It's a charter school all around the area. There is one that is now located on the west side, the Vermilion Charter Academy. There is one over in Youngsville, and there's one on the north side just by Carencro. There's all these little, very small boutique schools as well. There's one that I know that is well known, Myrtle Place. It is a small, very boutique, very artsy type school. They have a French immersion program that is extremely popular. A lot of people like that highly rated school. Milton School District for this area is south of Lafayette, and that's also a public school that is very, very attractive to a lot of people. Milton being a really, really good school district that I know has been rated high online, people really love. Also, when you look at Youngsville also has some higher rated schools. A lot of people love the newly built Southside High School. It also has really high ratings. It's actually one that's kind of bursting at the seams because they've been doing so well and so many people want to move to that area. Of course, with the community, you will find so much support for the education and extracurricular activities. There are after-school activities such as the Youngsville Sports Complex, and lots of people play soccer, they play baseball, softball. There's all these different types of sports that you can get involved with. There are arts, different programs that they can be put through. So there are opportunities and there are things there for you and your family. Just dig a little bit, do some research, and I'm sure you'll find things that will fit perfect. So the fact is, we are really starting to see more and more people moving here. And honestly, if you're not convinced about moving here, feel free to check out my other videos about it. You can reach out to me, ask me questions. I would love to help you. And if you're thinking about making a move or buying or selling in Lafayette, you can always call or text me, and I would love to help you. I want to be your local resource, as I have been for so many others. But as always, thank you guys for tuning in this week, and I'll catch you in next week's video.